The way that you make a slip knot is wrap the yarn around 2 fingers. Go into the 2 fingers, grab the yarn, and pull through. So there's our slip knot. Put your hook through. Go ahead and put your hook through the hoop. All right, we're going to start off with a chain of 203. So go ahead and start with your chain of 203. That's 1. And however you hold your hook, 2. You grab the yarn and pull it through. 3, 4, 5, 6. So go ahead and make a chain of 203. Okay, once you have your 203, I found a smaller band-aid, so I hope that's better for the viewing. Go back to 4, chain 1, 2, 3, count back 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th chain, put a double crochet into that space right there. Okay, so all we're going to do now on this row, we're going to put 1 double crochet into each stitch across the chain. To make a double crochet, you just simply wrap your yarn around the hook, go into the next chain space, pull the yarn through, go through 2, go through 2. So we're just going to do 1 double crochet all the way along this chain right here. Okay, just 1 double crochet. And go all the way across. Make sure your work does not twist. And I will meet you back once I have all my double crochets. Once you have your 200 and once you have all your chain done, I'm sorry, I'm gonna drop my camera. It should look like this. Just your regular standard chain across, double crochets across. You should have a total of 201 double crochet. All right, so the next step we're going to do is we're going to chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn your work around, skip the next double crochet and go into the next one and do a double crochet, chain 1, skip the next double crochet, go into the next double crochet and put a double crochet in there, chain 1, skip the next double crochet, go into the next double crochet and put a double crochet right in there. So that is what we're going to be doing all the way across. Chain 1, skip the next double crochet, go into the next double crochet, put a double crochet directly on top, chain 1, and we're just going to repeat this process all the way along this row right here. Chain 1, double crochet into the next. Okay, chain 1, skip, double crochet, chain 1. Repeat that all the way across, and I will see you once I get through with this row right here, and this is how we should be looking. Okay, so once you have went all the way across, this is how your work should be looking. Do not forget that last chain 3 space. So all you're going to do is now is count up 4, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're just going to turn your work around, and right on top of the double crochet at the bottom, that is where you're going to put your next double crochet, and you're going to chain 1, and directly on top of your bottom double crochet is where you're going to put your next double crochet and chain 1. Now you're going to repeat this process all the way down, and this row right here, which is row 2, you're going to do that for a total of 16 rows. So where we're doing the double crochet chain 1, double crochet chain 1, this is row 1, this is row 2, and I want you to do 16 rows of these right here. I'll be back once I have my 16 rows. Again, you're just going to put a double crochet directly on top of your bottom double crochet, chain 1. You're always going to chain 1, okay? And you're going to repeat that for a total of 16 rows. Once you get to the end here, make sure you chain 4, turn your work around, and repeat the process for 16 rows, and I'll be right back once I have mine. Okay, everyone, so once you have completed your 14 rows, this is how it should be looking right now. And remember, each time I went up, I just chained 4, turned my work around, and I did a total of 16 rows of this open or mash stitch. So now we're going to go ahead and chain up 3 for the next row. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, you're just going to turn your work around. Just like this, turn your work around. And that first chain 3 is counted as our first double crochet. So right in the space right here, we're going to go ahead and put a double crochet directly into that space. And then we're going to do a double crochet on top of the next double crochet. We're going to put a double crochet into the next space. And then we're going to put a double crochet directly on top of the next double crochet. So we're going to do a double crochet all the way across. And remember, we're just putting a double crochet into the space, a double crochet on top of the next double crochet in the space, and so forth. So go all the way across, putting 1 double crochet into the space, and then 1 double crochet directly on top of the next double crochet. So repeat that step all the way across, and I will meet you back once I get to the end. Okay, so there's our double crochet all the way around. Now for the next round, all you do is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work around. And now you want to put 1 double crochet into each stitch across. So I'm just going to turn my work around. And now I'm just putting 1 double crochet directly on top of the double crochet at the bottom. So repeat that all the way across, putting 1 double crochet into each stitch across. And I will meet you back once I have my double crochet. So I'm having 2 rows of double crochets. This is my second row of double crochet. I'll see you back across. Okay, so once you completed your 2 rows of double crochet, this is how you should be looking. Now this is the first panel, and now what you need to do is make another panel equal to this one right here. This has 2 panels. So what you're going to do once you have your 2 panels, let me just turn my camera. You're going to take your work and you're going to fold it in half. So I'm taking my work and I'm folding it in half. Okay? So I already made my second panel. So here's my second panel that I'm going to lay directly beside my other panel. And I have it folded in half. So this is how it looks once it is folded in half. So once you have it folded in half, you have both of your panels. What we're going to do now is we're going to single crochet this side close. There's no right or wrong side because we did alternate the stitches by crocheting, turning our work. But you're going to count up 102 double crochets along here. And then you're going to put a stitch marker, a pen, or an actual stitch marker, whatever you have. And then you're going to put one over here because we want to make sure our work is even. And once you do that, we're getting ready to go ahead and do a single crochet all the way along together to our stitch marker. Okay, so because I already have my thread on here, I'm just going to go to this side and connect the yarn to the other side. So I'm just going to find anywhere so I can connect it and do one single crochet or one chain. So all I'm going to do is just do a single crochet, matching up the stitches all the way up till I get to my stitch marker. So one single crochet, making sure I'm grabbing both sides of the work. And I'm going to do that single crochet all the way up until I get to my stitch marker. So hold your work together, just like I'm doing, and do a single crochet into every stitch all the way up till you get to your stitch marker. Okay, so once you have did your seam in the back all the way up to your stitch mark, go ahead and cut your cut your thread. And I'm just going to fasten off. So that part is done. So now all we're going to do is close up both sides. Now you can check your arm and see how much room you need. But I counted up 68 double crochets starting at the bottom on both sides. So I have my stitch marker here. So I'm going to do exactly what I did right here. We're just going to put a single crochet along this side and your other side as well. Okay, so once you have sewed up, single crocheted on both sides, go ahead and flip your work to its correct side, just like this. So here's your work. Go ahead and right at the bottom right here, I'm just going to join my yarn to this one right here. And now we're going to do a double crochet around the bottom of our jacket. So we're going to start off with a chain 3, and then right in the space you're going to put a double crochet right into that space. And so all the way around into the space, put 2 double crochets right in the space. So here we have the space, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochet. Repeat that all the way till you get to the other side. All right, guys, so I'm coming up to my last 2. So I'm just going to put 2 double crochets. Remember, we're only working from the bottom, so I have my 2 double crochets. And when you get to your chain 3, make sure you put 2 double crochets into that space as well. So here's how our bottom look. We did 2 double crochets all the way around into the space at the bottom. So this is how we are looking. So let's go ahead and start with the front post and back post. All right, guys, so we're going to get started with the front post and back post. Go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn your work around. And remember, we're just working on the bottom part. So in the next double crochet, wrap your yarn around, go in just like this. And this is our front post. The back post, when we do our double crochet, we go in from the back. Front post, we pull the work towards the front. Back post, we grab the work and we go in the opposite direction. So we're going to do a front post and a back post all the way around. And again, a back post, make your yarn go in the back and bring it through. Front post, go in the front. So do the front post and back post all the way around, and I'll see you once I get to the other side.